sugar shack beyond the tracks, and everybody calls it the Sugar Shack. Well, it's just a coffee house and it's made out of...
Hey guys, welcome back to the Jack Homestead. Chris here. Told you guys that, somebody requested us to show you what we do when we finish the syrup after we're done in the Sugar Shack, making the near syrup. I call it near syrup because it's almost ready out there. So what I do is I bring it into the house. I get over by the sink there and pour it into a stock pot like this, and then boil it off, finish it off in the house. The reason why I do it in the house is because it's a little easier to control the heat, and I have it almost syrup. Excuse me. I have it almost syrup at this time, so I can watch it and it won't fill up my house full of steam and make everything sticky. And I have my vent fan on, sucking the steam out. So the things that I brought out with me today to pay attention to the temperature in that. First of all, I use a meat thermometer, or you can use a candy thermometer of your choice. Most of these things you can get off of the internet or Amazon, or your local hardware store. Kmart sells them in their lawn and garden section. So we're going to check the temperature on this to see how she's coming along. Remember, take a pot of water, boil it, see what the boiling point is. That's when it's vigorously boiling, and stick your meat thermometer in there. Normal water will boil at 210 degrees here. It could be a little bit more different at higher elevation or depending on the barometric pressure, but that's way over my head. So here it boils at 210. So at 210, we're going to add 7 degrees higher than 210. So 217 to 218 is maple syrup. So if you don't have any of these other things that I use, if you have just a meat thermometer with a temperature gauge, if you go 7 degrees higher than boiling water or a little bit higher than that, you'll have syrup. So we're going to check temperature out with this right now. $212.9. So we're not even close yet. So we got about 5 more degrees to go. That's going to be a little bit longer. As you can see, there's still water steaming off of this and that kind of good stuff. So stick around with us. We'll be right back. Finish this off, and I'll show you what the next step is. All right, now I put some water on the stove so I can show you what our boiling point for water is here where I live. So I'm on the FaceTime with my nephew. Say hi, Eric.
What's up, good people of
Right.
the internet?
There you go. YouTube channel guy right there. Got an awesome band. You got to check it out. So anyway, we're going to check and see what the boiling point of water is here where I live. So right now, it says 209. Yep, 209, almost 210. 10 degrees. So for maple syrup, so you would just add 7 degrees to that, and it would be 217, 218. That way you got maple syrup at that point if you don't have all the other stuff like I have here. And I'll show you later on in the video how they work. So stay tuned, guys. So anyway, we got the pot on the stove and the sap is boiling to where I'm finishing off. I'm going to check the temperature to see where we're at. It's boiled down pretty good. Probably about a quarter of the volume that I had in there has been boiled off now. So let's see what we got. 214.5. So it's not quite ready yet. So we'll let it go for a little bit longer and we'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm pretty close to syrup now. I'll show you guys how I check it with now I can't even remember the name of the hydrometer. And I will use the temperature with the meat thermometer, and I will use the hydrometer thingy dingy there to check the bricks on it just to make sure. So come on over here and we'll show you what I'm doing. So I got my hydrometer right here. I'm going to put my beaker inside the syrup, and then I'm going to measure. This is checking, man, just a little bit more, guys, just a little bit more. No, I'm going to call it because it's right there on the, it's right on the red line. So I'm going to call it. Yeah, it's ready. So we're going to go with that. Now the next step is we got to filter it. So what I do with my filtering, I buy a 3-yard square of felt filter, and it looks kind of like this, and it's pretty thick, and I cut a piece out like that, and then I put it inside a colander like so, and then I'll pour the sap in there, and then I'll let it set for a long time. Like tonight, what I'll do is I'll pour it in there, and then I'll let it set all night while I'm sleeping, and hopefully it'll be all through there. This will help catch niter or sugar sand, and all that is minerals and stuff that the sap brings up through the ground, up through the tree, and when you're cooking sap, that falls out of it. So, and you don't want that in your bottles. Not that it's going to hurt you or anything. So what I do with this is I take it over here, and I'll rinse it with hot water. And then I'll wring it, but not too tight because you don't want to break the fibers in there. All you're doing is warming this up so the sap will run through it. This helps open up the fiber so that the sap will run through. So we'll take this over here. Push this down like so. Get my hot pads, and then I'll just pour this in here. I don't know if you can see me or not. And I'm pouring that in there. And that'll start the filter. I think I can pick it up and show you. I'm not sure. But that'll start the filter through there. And this collects, like I said, the sugar sand and whatever else you might not have picked up or filtered out when I brought it in from the sugar shack. So that's how I do it. So tomorrow morning when we wake up, I'll show you the finished product in the pan, and we'll go from there, guys. So good night, and have a good evening, and we'll see you in the morning. Good night. Hey guys, good morning. got done feeding the chickens. Sorry about the mess in here. The bathroom slash laundry room is being remodeled, so we had to put our washer and dryer out here. And there's some lighting and stuff that's going in the bathroom. So anyway, it's the morning after. We did the filtering and all that good stuff. And sorry I did not get any pictures of the sap after it was filtered. So I went ahead and finished up the bottling yesterday, last night actually, because I had some other stuff to do around the homestead that was took precedence over making the video of that. So I do apologize, but we ended up with quite a few bottles of syrup. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 16 ounce, 6 12 ounce, and 12 8 ounce bottles. So, which is pretty good yield for 4 days worth of boiling down boil number 3 and number 4. So, yesterday you saw my short. I had to dump sap. I probably dumped well over 100 gallons of sap because the weather this week is going to be in the 70s up till, I think they said Thursday. Thursday it's going to start dropping back down to what normal temps are, so it should be in the 30s and 40s during the day and then below freezing at night, hopefully, or close to it, which will make the sap run again. The reason why I had to dump the sap is because I don't have the time to boil this week. I have to go to work. Yeah, so, and Mrs. Jack is going to be going to Philadelphia to do some errands and stuff with her mom. So, anyway, this is what we ended up with. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it helps you out. If you got any other questions, please comment down below. And again, thank you very much for subscribing to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. Right down below it says subscribe. There's a little bell notification. If you hit that, that activates notification of us having new videos. And enjoy them. And as always, be kind to one another. We need a lot of that today, especially with what's going on. You know, we all got to get along. We all got to be nice to each other. Just be kind to one another. So, until then, we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Oh, there's a crazy little shack beyond the tracks, and everybody calls it the Sugar Shack. Well, it's just a coffee house and it's made out of wood. Espresso coffee tastes mighty good. That's not the reason why I've gotta get back.